share the recording later. Okay, so today is first day. Okay, so we know what a programming language is, right? So programming language. Why do we use programming language? We use programming language to communicate
Command.
with
Communicate.
programming language to communicate to computers, right? Because
Yes, sir.
our language. We have developed programming languages and we have interpreter or compiler. So okay, so if you look at okay, there are two types of programming softwares. Okay, one is compilers and other is your interpreter. So now let's say if you write 20 lines of code, okay, compilers will compile or convert that into machine code, all the lines of code at the same time. Okay, so if you write 20 lines of code, all the 20 lines of code will be converted to machine level language at the same time, and all are passed to the machine. Okay, so like C, Java, C++, your C#, right? These are all examples of compilers. Interpreter interprets or converts into machine level language line by line. So even though you write 20 lines of code, it will read only one line, translate, get the result, then the next line, translate, get the result, next line, get the, so Python and R are all these interpreter based languages. Okay, they're all interpreter based languages. Okay, now to work with Python, you need to install, of course, Python software, right? So when you go to python.exe, okay, say we go here, okay, so you say Python, okay, or you can simply download Python, right? It'll take you to python.org website. Okay, python.org is the official website of Python. Here you'll get a lot of programming examples, tutorials, software. Okay, so you click on download Python, it'll take you to the download page. Okay, the latest version of Python is 3.10.4. okay, generally I prefer to use one version older, okay, because when you use newer version, especially for basic programming, it doesn't impact. Okay, but there are a lot of other things, right? Other like machine learning and things like that. You might have faced some problem, some challenge, right? The version may not be perfectly stable and things like that. So generally, if it is 3.10 in the market, I will use 3.9 only to do machine learning. Okay, no problem. I mean, if you guys are starting, right? So always use the latest version. So you can download it from here and install it. Okay, if you're using Linux, Unix, Mac, you have other pages. You can go there and install it. For Windows, okay, you can directly download and install it from here, latest version. So when you download, you'll get when you download and install, you'll get python.exe. And when you type here in run Python, okay, you will actually see this version installed. So I have 3.9, right? So you can see this is already installed. Okay, so when you install it and click on it, you get a screen like this, very similar to our prompt, right? You have three angular bracket, 3 greater than sign. Okay, so you can do your program here. So the first thing that you're going to learn is print. Print is a command or is a function. Okay, so whatever we pass in print, it will print it back on the screen. So print starts with like print, and this is all small letters, bracket open. And let's say you type hello, quotation. I'll tell you when to use quotation, when not to use quotation. So I'm using quotation, hello, and hit enter. So see, when I hit enter, it actually gave the answer immediately. It did not wait for me to enter another line of code or hit run, things like that. So that's why it's called interpreter. It executes line by line. Okay. So when you are learning, it is best. When you are learning, use this to learn. But when you become little expert, let's say after 5-10 classes, when you become little expert, then you'll find it difficult, because see, I don't want to run and see each lines of code. When I'm learning new, I want to see the output of each line. Then this is best. But when you kind of,
Sir,
yes.
sir, should I download simultaneously with you?
Okay. So everybody will wait for a few seconds. Download it. Okay. Let's start downloading it, so that while it's downloading, we can speak. Yeah. So I'll wait for maybe 30 seconds, a minute. Download it. Don't install it yet. Okay. Just download and keep it. I'll tell you when to install. When to install, how to install.
Sir, I should run the Python.
Sorry.
सर डाउनलोड हो गया, रन करना सर उसको.
हाँ, रुको. So everybody have downloaded? Confirm? Okay. So now, see, I'll share. It's there in that book also. Okay. When you install it, okay, on the first page you will have option called add to class path. Okay. Check that box. बस वो चीज ध्यान रखना है. Okay. Double click on it. Try installing it. Okay. Don't click next. Just double click and let the window come. Okay. Double click and let the window come. Okay. Don't say next. Let me open my notes as well. I can show you how it will look like.
सर इसमें कुछ वो फाइल कहाँ पे सेव हो रही है बता रहा है, सी फाइल में कुछ सेव हो रही है.
हाँ, no problem. कुछ मत करना click. Okay. अभी next मत click करना. I'll show you my screenshot. 1 second. मेरे download में है क्या? Actually, there is download है क्या? Okay. Yes. So you can see my screen, right? All of you can see my screen. See, when you download,
Yes.
so when you
Yes.
download, you get something like this. Okay, and double click on it. Okay. So see, anyway, I have already installed. That's why it's showing modify setup. Okay. Otherwise, it will not. It will show install. So in that bottom, you will have option called add to class path or add to environment variable. You see that option? Add to environment variable. Last option.
सर ये शोइंग रन करके बताना बोल रहे सर बस.
हाँ, रन करके क्या ऑप्शन क्या है पढ़ो ऊपर से नीचे तक.
रन एंड कैंसिल वो उसका अभी बता रहा है.
हाँ तो रन पे क्लिक
फॉर
करो.
ऑल यूजर. हाँ, ऐड टू 3.10 पाथ.
हाँ वही add to path. ओके.
हाँ तो उसको ऐड करके इंस्टॉल करो.
हाँ.
सर उसका पाथ चेंज करो सर, सी ड्राइव से चेंज करना है कुछ या
वो तुम्हारे ऊपर है, तुमको कहाँ रखना है. सी ड्राइव रखो तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. कभी कभी क्या होता है ना, सी ड्राइव का स्पेस भर जाता है ज्यादा, राइट.
नहीं एक्चुअली सर कभी फिर फ्लैशिंग के टाइम पे फिर वो डेटा पूरा सेव नहीं रहता ना, इसलिए सोचा.
नहीं देखो, डेटा दो चीज है. वन इज द सॉफ्टवेयर इंस्टॉलेशन एंड सेकेंड थिंग इज द डेटा. डेटा वी विल सी लेटर. डेटा वी विल डू इट इन लोकल मशीन ओनली. डी ड्राइव में कर दोगे डेटा. सॉफ्टवेयर कहाँ पे है? सॉफ्टवेयर को सी में रहने दो. ओके सर. कल के डेट में हाँ, अगर फॉर्मेट भी करना है तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, फिर से इंस्टॉल कर लेना पाइथन. But the programs we will put it in D drive. Programs will save it. Programs definitely I'll say to put it in D drive. See, अगर D में तुम इंस्टॉल करोगे और कल के डेट में अगर तुम उसको फॉर्मेट भी करते हो तो anyway your Python will be waste. It won't work.
Yeah, sir.
It will link to the Windows files and those connection will be lost. So software installation you always do in C drive, and when you create a new file, जैसे new file create करते हो ना, that you do it in D drive.
Okay.
So I'll show you another way where you can do the program without using
Setup was successfully done by
any software. Okay. So most of the time I use that, but it's better to, it's always better. अगर सीखना है लंबे time के लिए, it's always better that you install, because you can work with without internet also. लेकिन there is an option, okay, where you don't need to install any software. Browser में जाके you go to Google Colab. Okay, Google Colab is a Google product where you can do Python programming. Okay, यहाँ पे click करोगे तो actually the link is collab.research.google.com. Okay, it'll ask you to log in using your Gmail ID. Okay, and you can click here, say new notebook. Okay, so this login will be based on your Gmail ID. Okay, और यहाँ पे new window, new notebook करो. It'll open a new notebook where you can do your program without installing. So this is connected to Google website. Okay, so all the information will be saved in Google. कल के date में, and this will be saved in your drive. So कल के date में अगर programs देखना है तो you can log into your Google Drive and you can download it. Okay, local में कुछ भी नहीं रहेगा. तो यहाँ पे file name कुछ भी दे दो, एक program1 something. Okay, and you can start typing here. Good morning, everyone. And then you hit here. So program 1 will be saved in your Google Drive. Directly ये Google Drive से link रहेगा, सारा program Google Drive में save होगा. You don't have to install any software. यहाँ पे देखो, it is giving us RAM, देखो कितना है, 12 GB RAM है, और हार्ड डिस्क कितना है, 107 GB हार्ड डिस्क, राइट, फ्री में मिल रहा है, ये गूगल दे रहा है.
Yes, sir.
So I see Diksha, Harsh, Manish, Laharia, right? Did I get your name correct? Laharia, Pawan, Yashashwini. Good. Swapna. Okay, good. I hope that everybody will maintain same enthusiasm for all the classes. Okay. So let me know when you guys are done so that we can move to the next topic. So installation, first thing is Python, you have to download and install. If you don't want to install, you can use Google Colab. Google Colab mein you don't have to install any software.
So done.
Then
Yes, sir.
everybody done? So again, if you don't want to use, you can go to Google Colab. So everybody, can you connect to Google Colab and see if you're able to get the screen? Let's make it interactive. Okay. Don't put yourself on mute. Until unless piche noise hai, then you go on mute. Otherwise, unmute yourself always. Okay, respond. Classroom, at least we can see the faces, right? Here we can't see the face. So at least आवाज आना चाहिए ना पीछे से. Done, yes, okay, no, doubt. Okay, everyone?
So Google Colab भी open हो गया.
Oh yeah, perfect.
Yes.
Okay. So Google Colab, you don't need any software. You can do it without any software.
सर फिर ये जो सॉफ्टवेयर मैंने डाउनलोड किया वो ऑफलाइन चलेगा, राइट?
हाँ, ऑफलाइन चलेगा.
और ये जो गूगल कोलैब नेट जरूरी है उसके लिए.
Correct.
ओके सर.
तो यहाँ पे गए, जैसे पाइथन टाइप करोगे तो यहाँ पे आएगा 3.9, सॉरी 3.10, तुम लोगों का नया वर्जन करोगे तो, मेरा ओल्डर है तो 3.9 है, 3.10 आएगा, क्लिक करो एंड यू गेट दिस ट्रायंगुलर ब्रैकेट. यहाँ पे यू कैन स्टार्ट. ओके, सो यू कैन से हियर 3 + 5 8. Okay, so simple. Okay, now
So,
you see this Google Colab में देखोगे ना, so the moment I say PRI, okay, it will start suggesting me print. अगर मान लो you forget the name of a function, you can easily type first few characters and it will tell you. So the programming becomes much easy if you have IDE. Yesterday I was talking about IDE, Integrated Development Environment. So IDE is nothing but is a software which helps us to do program faster and better. और यहाँ पे देखो, I'm writing second line, okay, and when I hit enter, it's not running, it's not executing. Okay, it is allowing me to write multiple lines of program. Okay, and when I want to run, I can run. So that's also an advantage when you are, when you have to write big program, your focus is on writing the logic. Okay, तो बार बार run होने से you'll face problem. I mean, time जाएगा, waste होता है. So that's why this is better also. Okay, so initially I said, right, first 3-4 days you practice only on Python, then you can move to IDE. Okay, now the best IDE to use offline, okay, is PyCharm. Okay, so ये सॉफ्टवेयर जो है, जो मैं यूज कर रहा हूँ अभी, ब्लैक बैकग्राउंड वाला, दिस इज PyCharm. Okay, so I would suggest, okay, you can download this PyCharm. Okay, this PyCharm will work on R. Okay, sorry, Python. So Python needs to install first, then PyCharm, so that when you install PyCharm, it will be able to find the path of Python and it will link itself to Python. Okay, so install कहाँ से करना है? You go here and you type install PyCharm. Okay, JetBrains company का नाम है. JetBrains is the name of the company which has made PyCharm. So click on PyCharm, or you can go to, okay, install PyCharm पे जाके. So so this will tell you the steps, okay, of installing. Okay, minimum 4 GB of RAM and 8 GB of minimum 4 GB RAM चाहिए, and it will tell you the steps how to install. Okay, so you can actually see those steps and install. Very simple. Okay, just double click and it will install. Okay, now how to download? Okay, so you can say download PyCharm, it will take you to download page. You will have two versions here, you see, professional and community. Professional is for companies and it is paid one. Okay, don't install this blue, install this black one, community. Yeah, this is for learning purpose. They have so same features. Okay, thoda sa extra feature hai, but we anyway don't need. We are not doing SQL and JavaScript and things like that, right? We are doing Python. Python will have all the features, and this is free. This is designed for students. Okay, teaching, learning. Okay, for that purpose. So install this. It's totally free. So community version install karo. Okay, don't install the professional one. Install the community version. It is 30-day trial. After 30 days, it will stop working and last you money, right? So don't install it. Install this community version, totally free. ठीक है? Yes, no,
yes
maybe.
sir, download हो रहा है.
Download हो रहा है? Great. Download करके install करने के बाद, you will see a screen like this. How does it work?
सर फिर पाइथन में रन करना है या इसमें रन करना लाइब्रेरी के?
वो बोला ना, पहला 3 दिन Python में रन करो, and once you become little expert, 3 दिन के बाद you switch to PyCharm. But first 3 days practice only on Python. Then after 3 days you start using PyCharm. Okay, PyCharm will make your programming speed faster. Okay.
Yes sir.
So PyCharm में you have concept of project and files. Project is nothing but folder basically. तो जब first time तुम start करोगे, so it will ask you to create a project. Okay, so you'll get a screen something like this. तो यहाँ पे location डाल देना. So here you put the Python programs, Python project, whatever you want to put, you can put. Okay, it will pick the Python path. So that's why it needs base interpreter जो है, this is the place where python.exe is installed. मेरा path ये है, python.exe is installed here. Okay, so python.exe is important. Okay, so that's why Python we installed. Python चाहिए पहले, and then you use PyCharm. Okay, and you will be able to create a new project, give the location. Here you can give D drive. Okay, and link it to the Python where Python interpreter where it is installed. Okay, if you have installed PyCharm before Python, then manually you have to go and add here. वो एक extra step है. इसीलिए बोलता हूँ कि वो to save the time you install Python first. But अगर पहले PyCharm कर दो तो भी कोई problem नहीं है. You can go here and give manually. You have to give the path here. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you say create here. You click on create. It will create a project. So I have already created a project called Python project, and this is where I have saved. Okay. इसके बाद क्या करोगे? File new करना. When you click on new, it will give you options. Okay. If your installation is correct, if your Python and PyCharm installation is correct, you will see Python file here. नीचे. Okay, if it is not correct, you will not be able to see Python file. Python file नहीं दिख रहा मतलब your installation is not correct. You have to, you can call me and I'll help you. Okay.
Sir, destination folder बता रहा है सर मेरा installation
Destination folder ये software है. Software को C में डालो. Okay, when you create a project, then you make it D.
सर ये add to shortcut कुछ भी नहीं रखना है ना?
मत रखो, या कर दोगे तो डेस्कटॉप पे बन जाएगा शॉर्टकट. डायरेक्टली कैन क्लिक. अगर शॉर्टकट करोगे डायरेक्ट डेस्कटॉप पे बन जाएगा.
वो कुछ JetBrains बोल के बता रहा है.
करेक्ट वो ऊपर में JetBrains. हाँ वो सही है, सही है.
सर इंस्टॉल हो रहा है. सर अभी आप अमीरपेट पे हो?
नहीं मैं घर पे हूँ, मियाँपुर में.
आप बोले थे कुछ बुक्स के लिए तो.
हाँ क्लास होने के बाद बात करते हैं. क्लास होने के बाद बात कर लेंगे. अच्छा अभी देखो 10 मिनट में ये मीटिंग खत्म हो जाएगा ऑटोमेटिक. ओके, प्लीज ज्वाइन बाय यूजिंग सेम लिंक.
ओके सर.
10 अभी 40 मिनट्स का फ्री वाला वर्जन है, तो 10 मिनट में खत्म हो जाएगा, अपने आप कैंसिल हो जाएगा. बट देन ज्वाइन बैक अगेन सेम लिंक. इमीडिएटली ज्वाइन कर ले.
सर पाइचाम डाउनलोड तो हो गया, वो कुछ पूछ रहा है इसमें, रन पाइचाम कम्युनिटी एडिशन बोल के करना।
हाँ, रन करो।
सर कुछ डेटा शेयरिंग बता रहा है।
अरे क्या बोल रहे हो?
डेटा शेयरिंग कुछ ऐसा बता रहा है रन करने के बाद।
हाँ ठीक है,
डेटा शेयरिंग
आने दो,
प्रेफरेंस।
हाँ।
सो सेंड anonymously statics बोल के प्रेस करो, वो
नहीं नहीं,
सेंड करो।
तो चेक मत करो, हाँ, अनचेक करो।
सर पाथ में आप डी ड्राइव रखो बोले थे ना लोकेशन में।
हाँ, यहाँ पे जब करोगे ना, फाइल न्यू प्रोजेक्ट,
हाँ,
गिव डी ड्राइव, फाइल न्यू प्रोजेक्ट, डी ड्राइव।
और कुछ भी उसमें सर इनहेरिटेड ग्लोबल साइट ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं करना ना, क्रिएट कर देना सर।
हाँ बस, हाँ क्रिएट कर दो कोई भी फोल्डर डाल के। हाँ।
सर पाइथन डाउनलोड करना जरूरी है सर?
कौन सा, पाइथन या पाइचाम?
पाइथन डाउनलोडेड है सर, पाइथन डाउनलोड करो क्या मैं?
हाँ, ये ज्यादा अच्छा रहेगा। ओके, क्योंकि पाइचाम में है ना, प्रोग्रामिंग इजी हो जाता है। तो मैं बोलूंगा कि हाँ, आज नहीं भी करोगे तो भी 4-5 दिन के बाद कर लेना। और अगर नहीं भी करना है ना, तो गूगल कोलैब तो है ही, गूगल कोलैब में डायरेक्ट करो। गूगल कोलैब में
सर
से
मैं डाउनलोड तो हो गया चाम। सर
हाँ,
यहाँ पे पूछ रहा है यूज द इंडेक्स टाइम ऑफ सीपीयू लोड, तो ऑलवेज लोड करके रखूँ फ्री
सब
टू
ओके ओके
शेयर।
कर दो, कोई डिफॉल्ट सेटिंग जो है बाकी सब में कर दो। ओके, जो भी डिफॉल्ट है ओके ओके कर दो अभी। तो अगर तुम्हें ऑफलाइन करना है बिना इंटरनेट का, देन आई विल सजेस्ट कि पाइचाम डाउनलोड कर लो। ओके, लेकिन अगर ऑनलाइन ही करना है प्रोग्रामिंग, तो फिर जरूरत नहीं है पाइचाम या इवन पाइथन की भी जरूरत नहीं है। डायरेक्टली इस पे कर लो, इस पे कोलैब पे। यस।
ओके। सर डाउनलोड हो चुका है।
ओके। ठीक है, आगे बढ़े क्या?
Yes.
आगे बढ़े। Yes, guys.
Yes, sir.
हेलो सर। सर ये गूगल कोलैब में न्यू नोटबुक बनाया बाद में नॉट एग्जिस्ट ऐसा कुछ दिखा रहा सर।
तुमने लॉगिन किया है अपने आईडी से, तो न्यू नोट पर क्लिक करोगे तो ऐसा खुलना चाहिए।
यस सर।
What is 5 plus 3? So this is like what is 5 plus 3? And this is like, please be on mute if you are not talking. Okay, there's background noise. Say 5 plus 3. So this is say 5 plus 3. So when I run it, okay, it will execute line by line. Okay, so see, it is like say 5 plus 3. So if you put in quotation, you will get exactly as it is. Okay, if you don't put in quotation, you get the output as 8. So this is what is 5 plus 3, and this is say 5 plus 3. What means you don't put quotation? Say 5 plus 3, you put quotation. Okay. So first thing that we learned today is what is print.
It is only for numbers, right?
Anything
If
you
we
can
are
do it.
saying- If we are say that I am fine.
Today is
how are you?
first day. Okay, we are done program for 10 minutes. Okay, hold on. Okay, but the logic is what if you want it to think. Now if I ask you a question which is related to say biology, and I hope that you have not studied biology, right? If I ask something related to biology, will you be able to answer?
No, sir.
No, right? So if I ask you what is and something that you don't know, you'll not be able to answer. So we'll see, okay, when it is not. But if I ask you what is, you'll start at least thinking, correct? So when
Yes,
you
sir.
want Python or print to think, you don't give quotation. When you do not want Python to think, you just say repeat after me. Now repeat after me. If I tell you, you can do anything. I can talk French, Spanish, Sanskrit, anything you'll be repeating after me. Correct? So
Okay,
this
sir.
is
Yes, sir.
like repeating. We'll see. We'll slowly will go. Okay. This is first day. So yes, we will see when it fails, what you can do. But concept is not about numbers. Okay. You can do anything and everything. Okay. We'll see.
Excuse me सर,
Yes.
5 + 3 8 कैसा है सर?
5+3 क्या होता है फिर बताओ?
What is 5
नहीं
plus
सर,
3?
कमांड यहाँ पे 8 कैसा है नीचे? आउटपुट
प्रिंट बोला ना मैं.
सर 5 + 3 प्रिंट हो रहा मेरे पास.
अरे ये लास्ट लाइन है. लास्ट
Quotation
लाइन में
वाला
कोटेशन है और ये सेकंड लास्ट लाइन है. 5+3 कोटेशन नहीं है. मैं तो समझा रहा हूँ तब से कि when you do not have quotation, it will give you the answer. If you put quotation,
Okay,
it will
sir.
give as it is. Quotation मतलब repeat after me, say after me. Quotation अगर नहीं है, it means think.
Directly put.
Think. Okay, it means think. What is? तो quotation नहीं है, print will start thinking. अरे क्या करना है, कैसे करना है? Quotation है, it will not think. It will repeat after you. समझ में आया? Basic
Yes
difference.
sir, clear sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Quotation means don't think, do whatever I am saying. Quotation नहीं है मतलब think. So print 5+3, I'm saying think what is 5+3? 8. 5+3 quotation मतलब सोचो मत, just say after me. So it is 5+3. Okay.
Okay sir.
Second, so this is about print. Second concept which I have been doing, what I have not told you is, see, I'm writing hash. Hash or कुछ भी लिखो. Hash is called comments. Okay. Hash जो है ना, hash is used for comments. Now, when you write something hash and then anything after it, it means that Python ignore. This is not for you. Please ignore. Okay. हैश लेके कंपेयर, हैश ले कुछ भी लिखो, हैश डाल के कुछ भी लिखो. आई एम सेइंग पाइथन इग्नोर, दिस इज नॉट फॉर यू, दिस इज फॉर मी. जनरली क्या होता है ना, एक प्रोग्राम पे 2 लोग 5 लोग 10 लोग काम करते हैं. आई हैव रिटन समथिंग एंड आई वांट, सो एक तो ये कि आई हैव रिटन समथिंग, you may not know what I've written, why did I do that way. So I'll write a comment. I did this because, to do this. So when you read it, अच्छा हाँ इसीलिए सौरभ ने किया. दूसरा क्या है कि I might forget after 1 month what I did. Right? So when you want to communicate with human beings, mostly this comment is only for human beings to human beings. क्योंकि कल के डेट में कोई और प्रोग्राम करेगा, कल के डेट में तुम्हें फिर से काम करना पड़ेगा. आज तो ठीक है, मुझे याद है मैंने क्या किया. 1 महीने के बाद मैं भूल जाऊंगा मैंने क्या किया. अरे मैंने प्रिंट क्यों लिखा है यहाँ पे. So you can always give, okay, we are learning print function. So this is called comment, hash. Hash and anything after that will not be executed by Python. कहीं भी डाल सकते हो. अगर मैं यहाँ पे डाल दिया ना, तो मतलब this entire thing is a comment. So I am fine, how are you will not be printed now, क्योंकि Python इसको छुएगा भी नहीं. Python is saying I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to touch it because it's a comment. Okay. So comments, I mean hash is for comments, and comments are basically, comments are for human beings to read, for us to read. Python, okay, or for that matter computer, so computer बोल सकते हैं, will ignore. It's not for you. समझ में आया?
Yes, sir.
Yes sir.
Okay, great. अभी क्या है ना, Python में we can club quotation value, non-quotation value. Okay. So for example, let's say cost of pen is ₹10. Okay. And total pens I bought is say 10. So how much I have to pay? $200. कैसे करोगे? So I'm saying cost of pen equal to 20. Number of pens equal to 10. Total cost equal to cost of pen. See देखो पाइचा में ये एडवांटेज है, हेल्प ये सजेस्ट किया और मैंने बस एंटर मारा, प्रिंट हो गया अपने आप. ओके, तो टाइम बच रहा है. इनटू, दिस इज द इनटू साइन, राइट? नंबर ऑफ पेन्स. Okay, so see what I have done. I have created a variable. जो cost of pen है इसको बोलते हैं variable. ठीक है? Cost of pen is a variable. Variable मतलब it is a name for some value. यहाँ पे अगर मैं cost of pen कॉल कर रहा हूँ, cost of pen will be replaced with 20. Correct? Cost of pen will be replaced with 20 क्योंकि cost of pen का value क्या है? 20 है. So it is, this is called variable. Okay, cost of pen is a variable name. Variable means, you know, it is, you have created it to store some value. So cost of pen variable है. Cost variable में क्या है ना? It should start with a character. Character A to Z कुछ भी हो सकता है. Capital, small, it is case sensitive. Python is case sensitive. मतलब small letter and capital letter, they are different. Okay, they are not same. So it is case sensitive, first thing that you know. Second thing, the variable name should begin with alphabet. A to Z में से कुछ भी. You cannot use number or anything else. Okay, to start. First character के बाद you can use numbers and you can use only underscore as a special character. I cannot say dot, and, ampersand, hyphen. All those things are not allowed in a variable name. Space, not allowed. Only thing that are allowed are 26 characters, capital, small, plus your 0 to 9 numbers and underscore. 26 plus 10 plus 1, right? 38 things are only allowed. Alphabet, number and underscore. कुछ भी use कर सकते हो. First character should always be a character. First letter should always be a character, A to Z, alphabet. उसके बाद you can use underscore. Okay, you can use, you know, number. Okay, but not hyphen. Okay, dollar. All those things you cannot use in variable names. Okay, all these things are there in the book. Okay, the app thing. Okay, so you know you can refer later, but remember, cost of pen is variable name and the value of that is 20. And okay, and these are the rules that you need to follow. Fine. So cost of pen is a variable name. Number of pen is also a variable name. दोनों में we have a fixed value. Total cost is also a variable name, and this is dependent on other two variables. अगर मैं इसे 200 कर दूंगा तो total cost will also change. Correct? So now I'm going to print it. So see here. Print. ठीक है, print always followed with bracket. अभी मैं लिखता हूँ. Cost of each pen is comma. Okay. Cost of pen and total pens bought is comma number of pens. So I will have to pay total cost. So see, here we have seen values without quotation and with quotation. हमने क्या सो बोला है, quotation वाला चीज as it is print होगा, non quotation वाला जो है is like evaluating, evaluate करके print होगा. अभी ये देखो, cost of pen I have put it in quotation. तो जब उसको रन करेंगे तो cost of pen is as it is print होगा. You can put multiple values in print, any number of values, and each of those should be separated by comma. Comma से separate करना है. So here this is one value and this is another value. तो cost of pen is quotation में है तो as it is print होगा. Cost of pen is without quotation. मतलब think.
20.
Right? Think. मतलब think. What is cost of pen? The cost of pen is 200. Right? So 200. And total pens bought is quotation में है, as it is print होगा. Number of pens. Think. क्या है number of pens? Number of pens. What is number of pen? Number of pen is 10. So I will have to pay as it is. Total cost. Think total cost. Think evaluate total cost. Total cost is 200 into 10, 2000. तो अगर हम इसको run करेंगे, so you will get cost of each pen is, देखो as it is आया, then 200, and total cost, total pens bought is 10. So I will have to pay 2000. Yes. Yes. Okay. So today's we'll stop here. So today we have seen variable names, we have seen print, how to pass multiple parameters, we call it. Okay, multiple parameters in print. We can pass here. I'm passing how many parameters? Line number 20. 20 में कितने parameters है? 6 parameters. And each of the parameters separated by comma. So we have 5 commas. Yeah. Yes, no, guys, say yes. Any question here?
Yes, sir. No, sir.
Perfect. Now today's assignment. I want you to do the assignment. ऐसे नहीं छोड़ूंगा. Assignment 1. Calculate area and perimeter of a rectangle. Okay, similar to previous example. ये जो है ना, इसके हिसाब से I want you to do this. So you will say length equal to 500, breadth equal to 200, area equal to length into breadth, perimeter equal to 2 into L plus B, length plus breadth. मालूम है ना फॉर्मूला क्या है एरिया और पेरीमीटर का?
Yes, sir. 2 into L plus B.
हाँ. And then you will say print. Do this assignment today.
Yes.
So
Any question? Huh? Sorry? Any question, guys? All good?
Okay.
Okay, so we'll stop here for today.